Mexico, aka home of the aliens. Alright, I just got inside my car because it was too loud out there. So basically Roswell is just like a little town, and in the 1940s aliens landed here, and then the government did like a huge cover up, but all these people saw it, and now yeah, everyone here believes in aliens basically. There is a huge UFO museum which is absolutely insane and bonkers and amazing, and I loved it. I'm also very easily convinced, so after like a good 5 minutes in there I was like, oh yeah, aliens are real, 100%, like the government's covering this up, we need to unearth it. But yeah, it's really it's an interesting place is all I'll say. And then the town is just like alien obsessed, like all around the museum are just like all these shops filled with like alien shit, just like t-shirts and mugs and keychains and tinfoil hats and just like all this stuff. And then even businesses that have nothing to do with aliens are just decorating their stores with aliens. There's a Mexican restaurant covered in aliens. There's a loan place, like you can go there and get a loan, and they've just got like pictures of aliens everywhere. The McDonald's here is shaped like a UFO. Like they're really like taking this alien thing and running with it, and I love it. The street lights, even the street lights here are shaped like aliens. This place is amazing. So yeah, you only really need like an hour or two here just to go to the museum and then wander around. If you stay overnight, there is a ghost tour you can do. I was too scared to do that, so I did not. I don't even know how to describe this place. It is out of this world. Definitely worth a visit. Please put it on your list, even if you just stop through for a couple hours. Visit a tiny town with a very interesting name. So this is Truth and Consequences in New Mexico, and it is a little town. There's really not much going on here, honestly. The buildings are pretty beautiful, like there's lots of bright colors and really interesting architecture, but literally nobody around. So this used to be a little town called Hot Springs, but then back in the 50s there was a TV show called Truth or Consequences, and they had a competition. The first town that would change its name to Truth or Consequences would be able to host like a live event for this show. So this little town of Hot Springs was like, oh shit, we got to get on the map. So they signed up and they changed their name, and now the rest is history. That's their names. I gotta say, I was expecting there to be more going on here. I think most people come here just to check out the hot springs rather than hang out in the town itself. But the gimmick is still there, so it's fun to visit. And here we have the main square in town. Like, this is the main square of the whole town. It's cute. I'm really not exaggerating when I say that there's nothing going on here. This is the main street in town. This is Main Street. It's midday. Nothing. Hello, this is me just like currently editing and realizing that I forgot to film a little section talking about Santa Fe when I was there, because I think I was just having too much of a good time. I absolutely loved it. There's so much cool stuff to do there. First of all, there's amazing food, like really good Mexican restaurants, and if you like margaritas, definitely go there because there's a whole margarita trail you can do, which is basically just bar hopping and drinking different margaritas, and you get like a little margarita passport, and they're all absolutely delicious. There's really good farmers markets. There's lots of really good nature nearby if you want to do walks. Even just like walking around the city, there's really cool architecture, just absolutely top-notch stuff. Really loved it. Definitely spend a couple days there, like at the beginning or at the end of your road trip for sure. Sorry, I'm sitting inside my car because it's really windy outside. Okay, so I read a lot about this place on a lot of lists that were like, oh, this is one of the coolest things to do in New Mexico. And it's like a swimming hole that's really, really blue and really deep that you can go diving in and swimming in. And I kind of expected it to be a bit more in nature, but it's more like in a parking lot. It is like a very nice blue color, and I think on a really hot day it would be really cool to come here and swim and cool off, like especially for kids. but I don't know, it's kind of overcast and a little windy and cold, so like it doesn't have that amazing appeal. I don't know, maybe I'm just like a spoiled Australian, but like this nature just like isn't really doing it for me. Also, like, I don't know, if you go diving, what are you gonna see? Like, are there fish and stuff in there? According to this poster, there's Despicable Me minions in there, but I'm not sure about the accuracy of that one. Yeah, I would say don't go out of your way to come here like I did. It is along Route 66 though, so if you're doing that like historic road, it's a good little stop off, especially if it's hot. Yeah, this one's a bit of a fail. Still, it's nice if it's on your way and if it's warm. Next up, visit the White Sands. I think you can probably tell why this is called that. This is basically a huge sort of national park area in the south of New Mexico, and it's literally just white sand dunes in the middle of nowhere. And it's really bizarre because you're driving down the highway and it's just like normal trees and brush along the side of the road, and then suddenly bam, it's like all white sand dunes, and it is so cool and so beautiful. I've managed to come on a day when it's like cloudy and cool, which is really nice because normally it gets really hot here. I kind of wish it was blue skies because I think it might be a bit more like striking and beautiful, but it's really cool. You can just like drive around the park and sort of see all the dunes and do like little walks, or you can go and do a 8-kilometer loop trail, which is what I'm doing at the moment, where basically you're just like going up and down sand dunes for like 8Ks, which is exhausting and my feet are filled with sand, but it's really amazing, especially because there's nobody else here, which is bizarre because it's a Saturday. So I was like, oh, there'll be heaps of people, but not so much. Yeah, it's such a cool little park that I had no idea existed, but should definitely be on a road trip itinerary. Visit the world's largest pistachio. I did not know this was even here. I just sort of drove past it and saw signs for something called Pistachioland, and I was like, yes, sign me up. And it's literally just off the highway. There's a giant pistachio. It's called the Pistachio Tree Ranch. So I have no idea what to expect. I mean, I expect a lot of pistachios. I'm gonna go inside and see what it is. I really want this shirt. I don't know why, but I love it. Okay, so I just got out. The shop is basically just like a giant, huge, glorified gift shop with lots of different pistachios that you can buy as well. All different flavors. I've never seen like flavored pistachios before, but they had like 20 different flavors. And then, you know, t-shirts and gifts and other random stuff. But cute spot, worth a visit. To the Organ Mountains area, which is in the south of the state, right near the border with Mexico. This is a really beautiful sort of wilderness, mountainous area. They're kind of like really craggy, rocky mountains that you can hike around and hike through, and it's really beautiful because there's really not that many people, especially compared to a lot of the other national parks around here. I only saw like a couple of other people while I went hiking, and when I've been camping I really haven't seen anybody else at all. There are a few towns nearby that you can stay in, but you can also just camp in campsites or kind of on the side of the road. It's really nice. So I'm actually camping at the base of the Organ Mountains tonight. You can kind of see them there in the background, and it's just so beautiful and still, and yeah, it's a really nice place to be. This is my view from bed. Pretty nice to wake up to.